If you broke, it's not because of your wallet, it's because of your mind. Let me tell you something. Being broke ain't just about how much money you got in your pocket. I've been broke before. I know what it's like to not have nothing. But you know what I learned? The reason most people stay broke ain't because they don't have money, it's because they think broke. Broke is a mindset. Broke is when you wake up every day complaining instead of planning. Broke is when you're waiting on somebody to come save you instead of figuring out how to save yourself. Listen to me. God gave everybody a gift. You might not have money right now, but you got an idea, you got a talent, you got a vision. But most people never tap into that because they're too busy making excuses. They blame their boss, they blame the government, they blame their family. But the truth is, the only person stopping you from making money is you. You got to stop saying I can't and start asking how can I? You got to stop waiting for the perfect opportunity and start creating your own opportunities. Because let me tell you something, ain't nobody coming to rescue you. If you're broke, that's your fault. But staying broke, that's a choice. If you're tired of being broke, you gotta work like you're sick of it. Listen, I hear people all the time saying they wanna be rich. They wanna live the dream. But you know what I tell them? Show me your habits and I'll show you your future. You can't want millionaire blessings with minimum wage habits. You can't sleep 10 hours a day and expect to get out of poverty. The reason you're broke is because you're comfortable with being broke. The truth is most people don't really want success, they just want to feel good while they stay broke. Let me tell you something, success is painful. Success don't feel good. Success is lonely nights. Success is grinding when everybody else is sleeping. Success is saying no to the party so you can build your future. But if you're willing to suffer for a little while, that suffering will turn into success. Your broke season ain't permanent unless you let it be. You gotta work like you're trying to break the curse. Nobody's gonna hand you wealth. You gotta grind your way out of poverty. Fast money don't last, but wealth takes time. Everybody out here looking for shortcuts. They want the secret formula. They want the overnight success. But let me tell you something. Ain't no such thing as easy money. Easy money will leave your pockets quicker than it came. If you really want to break the cycle of being broke, you got to stop chasing money and start building wealth. Wealth is built on patience. Wealth is built on sacrifice. Wealth is built on discipline. You got to plant seeds today that might not grow for 5 years. You got to work for free before the money starts flowing. You got to invest in yourself when nobody else believes in you. I was homeless before I ever got on TV. I was sleeping in my car telling jokes in little clubs for $50. But you know what? I kept grinding. I kept planting seeds. And now I'm harvesting what I planted years ago. Stop trying to get rich quick and start building wealth slow. Because wealth lasts, but fast money fades. One job will never make you rich, but your gift will. If you're out here living paycheck to paycheck, you're always gonna be broke. One stream of income will never make you rich. God didn't give you just one gift. He gave you multiple. The problem is most people only using one. Let me tell you something. Your job is what you get paid to do, but your gift is what you were made to do. Your gift is the thing that comes easy to you, but looks hard to everybody else. And inside that gift is your wealth. If you're broke right now, you need to start asking yourself, what's my gift? Maybe you're good at cooking. Maybe you're good at talking to people. Maybe you're good at fixing things. Whatever it is, that's your ticket out of poverty. Start small. Start a side hustle. Sell your skills online. Write a book. Start that business you've been talking about for years. But whatever you do, never depend on one income stream to make it out. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Let me tell you something. You can't fly with eagles if you're running with chickens. If you're broke, take a hard look at the people around you. Are they pushing you or are they pulling you back? Some of y'all out here hang around the same people who broke just like you and wondering why you ain't making no money. If the people around you ain't talking about business, if they ain't talking about investments, if they ain't talking about building something, then guess what? You're in the wrong circle. The conversations you're having every day are shaping your future. You need to be around people who challenge you, people who make you feel uncomfortable, because growth don't happen in comfort. If your circle ain't inspiring you to do better, you don't have a circle, you got a cage. Break out of that cage. Get around people who are chasing something. Get around people who are building something. because your environment will either break you or make you rich. Your past is not your prison, it's your preparation. I know some of y'all been through hell. I know life ain't been fair to you. Maybe you grew up broke. Maybe your daddy walked out. Maybe you got hurt, betrayed, or left behind. But let me tell you something. Your past ain't an excuse to stay broke. It's the reason you got to get rich. See, what happened to you ain't your fault. But what you do next, that's all on you. You can either let your pain break you or you can let it build you. I slept in my car for 3 years. I was broke, homeless, and nobody believed in me. But instead of feeling sorry for myself, I let that pain push me. I let that struggle fuel my hustle. Stop crying about what you lost and start grinding for what you're about to gain. Use that pain to build your empire, because the best revenge is not proving people wrong, it's proving yourself right. You can cry about your problems or you can cash in on the solution. You know why most people stay broke? Because they spend all their time talking about what's wrong instead of figuring out how to fix it. Broke people see problems, rich people see opportunities. Let me give you the game. Every problem in this world is a business waiting to happen. You broke because you're walking past money every day and don't even see it. Somebody out here making millions selling water bottles. Somebody making millions cutting grass. Somebody making millions fixing phones. The money is out here, but you're too busy complaining to go get it. Next time you see a problem, ask yourself, how can I get paid to fix this? That's the difference between broke people and rich people. Stop looking for jobs and start looking for problems to solve. Stop saying you need money, you need a better plan. Everybody out here saying, I can't start because I don't got no money. Let me tell you something, you don't need money to start. You need hustle. I started with nothing, no money, no connections, just a dream and a work ethic. You got a phone in your hand right now, that's a whole business in your pocket. You can sell something, you can promote something, you can learn a new skill online for free. The only difference between the person who's broke and the person who's rich is the rich person started with what they had. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, start with what you got. If you're broke, that's your fault. Because hustle is free. You waiting on a blessing while somebody else out here creating one. Let me break something down for you. God ain't gonna bless you if you ain't moving. Too many people sitting around waiting for some magical opportunity to show up at their door. You're waiting for the perfect job, the perfect time, or somebody to come rescue you. But let me tell you something. God blesses the man who's already working. You don't wait for success, you create it. Start with what you got. Start small, start messy, but just start. If you're sitting around waiting for everything to line up before you move, you'll be sitting in that same spot next year and the year after that. Broke people wait, but rich people create. If you want God to bless your dreams, you got to put some hustle behind those prayers. You can't be comfortable and successful at the same time. The reason why you're broke is because you're too comfortable. You want to sleep 8 hours a night, you want to watch Netflix, you want to party on the weekends. But you know what success requires? Sacrifice. You got to get uncomfortable if you want to change your life. That means waking up earlier. That means working when everybody else is chilling. That means investing your money instead of spending it. If you're not willing to give up comfort, you're not ready to be rich. Comfort is where dreams go to die. If you're broke, it's because you're choosing comfort over the grind. Success is uncomfortable, but that's the price you got to pay if you want to make it out. If you're broke in your mind, you'll be broke in your pockets. Listen, money starts in your mind. If you're walking around saying, I'm broke, guess what? You're going to stay broke. Your mind is like a magnet. Whatever you believe, you're going to attract. Broke people think small. They think surviving. Rich people think big. They think thriving. Stop saying, I can't afford this. Start asking, how can I afford this? If you want to change your bank account, you got to change your mindset first. Start thinking like a millionaire before you got $1 to your name. Because once your mind gets rich, your pocket's going to follow. Your gift is your ticket out of being broke. Everybody walking this earth got a gift. I don't care who you are, where you from. God put something inside you that can make you rich. But the problem is, you're too busy chasing jobs instead of chasing your gift. Your job is what you get paid for, but your gift is what you were made. The Bible says your gift will make room for you. That means if you tap into what God put inside you, the money will follow. If you're broke, it's because you're ignoring your gift. Maybe you're good at talking, maybe you're good at fixing things, maybe you're funny, maybe you're creative, whatever it is, that's your ticket out. The moment you start working on your gift like your life depends on it, your whole life will change. Stop talking about what you're gonna do and just go do it. Let me tell you something, everybody got a dream, but not everybody got a plan. You know what's keeping you broke? You talk too much and do too little. You're always saying, I'm gonna start that business. I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna get my life together. But guess what? Ain't nobody paying you for what you're gonna do. They pay you for what you've done. Talking ain't never made nobody rich. Planning ain't never made nobody rich. Action is what separates the broke from the wealthy. You don't need another motivational video. You don't need another plan. You need to get up and start moving. The world don't reward intentions, it rewards results. If you're chasing money, you're always gonna be broke. But if you chase your purpose, the money gonna chase you. Listen to me, money is a byproduct of purpose. The reason you're broke is because you're running after money instead of running after what God created you to do. You chasing paychecks instead of chasing your calling. You wanna know the secret? When you're walking in your purpose, the money gotta follow you. God don't bless people chasing money. He blesses people walking in their assignment. Find your gift. Find what sets your soul on fire. And when you pour everything into that, the money will come looking for you. Stop chasing the bag and start chasing your purpose. You can't build wealth with a spending habit. Some of y'all out here broke, but still buying the latest iPhones, still rocking designer clothes, still partying every weekend like you made it. Let me tell you something. If you're spending money trying to look rich, you're gonna stay broke forever. Rich people don't buy liabilities, they buy assets. They invest in books, courses, businesses, and skills. They buy things that make money, not things that lose value. Every dollar you spend is either taking you closer to wealth or keeping you broke. The problem ain't how much you're making. The problem is what you're doing with what you got. If you want to get out of being broke, start investing in yourself. Nobody's coming to rescue you, it's on you. I know some of y'all been waiting for somebody to give you a shot, waiting on the government to fix your problems, waiting on family to bail you out. But let me give you the truth. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody cares how hard your life is. Nobody cares how broke you are. The only person who's gonna change your life is the one looking back at you in the mirror. You gotta stop waiting and start working. The world don't owe you nothing, but it will pay you for your grind. If you're waiting on somebody to give you permission to be great, here it is. Get up and go get it. Where you are right now is nobody's fault but yours. You know why most people stay broke their whole life? Because they always got somebody to blame. They blame their parents, they blame the government, they blame their boss, they blame the system. But let me tell you something, as long as you're pointing fingers, you're giving away your power. The moment you realize that everything in your life is your responsibility, that's the moment your whole life will change. Nobody owes you nothing. Life ain't fair, but so what? It ain't fair for nobody. You got two choices in life. Sit around and complain about what you don't have, or get up and go get what you're worth. You can't control where you come from, but you can control where you're going. The second you stop blaming and start taking responsibility, that's when you'll start building wealth. You want to hide something from a broke person? Put it in a book. You know what separates broke people from rich people? Knowledge. Broke people spend their free time watching TV, scrolling social media, and playing video games. Rich people spend their time learning, reading, and growing. Steve Harvey didn't make it because he was funny. He made it because he learned the business behind comedy. He read books on success, wealth, and self-discipline. He studied how to invest his money. You got access to more information right now than any generation in history, but you're wasting it on TikTok and Netflix. If you're broke, it's because you're filling your mind with entertainment instead of education. Every book you read is another weapon in your arsenal to get out of poverty. Start reading books on money, mindset, business success stories. You ain't broke because of your situation, you're broke because of your lack of knowledge. You can't pray for success and quit when it gets hard. Let me tell you something, the reason most people stay broke is because they quit too early. They try something for a few months, it don't work and they give up. But what you don't realize is God always tests you before he blesses you. The hard times ain't there to break you, they're there to see if you're serious about what you're asking for. Everybody want to be rich, but not everybody's willing to grind when nobody's watching. Not everybody's willing to work for years without seeing results. But that's the price of success. The difference between broke people and rich people is simple. Rich people refuse to quit. You don't get what you pray for, you get what you grind for. Failure is the tuition you pay for success. That's guaranteed. You're gonna lose money, you're gonna get rejected, you're gonna fall flat on your face. But here's the truth. Failure ain't what keeps people broke. It's the fear of failure that does. Broke people let failure stop them. Rich people let failure teach them. Every failure is a lesson. Every loss is preparing you for your breakthrough. Steve Harvey got fired from his job. He was homeless, sleeping in his car for 3 years. He bombed on stage plenty of nights. But guess what? He never let failure stop him. If you're scared to fail, you're going to stay broke. But if you learn how to fail forward, you'll never be broke another day in your life. You can either complain about the problem or become the solution, but you can't do both. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody ever complained their way to success. Broke people always got something to cry about. My job don't pay enough. The economy's bad. I don't get no opportunities. But guess what? Everybody got problems. The difference is successful people don't sit around complaining, they find solutions. You got to stop looking at life like a victim and start looking at life like a problem solver. Every problem in your life is really just an opportunity in disguise. You broke, learn how to start a side hustle. You don't know how to make money, learn a skill online. There's free knowledge everywhere. When you stop complaining and start creating solutions, your whole life will change. The world don't pay you for your problems. It pays you for the solutions you bring to the table. So the next time you're about to complain, ask yourself, what's the solution and how can I get paid for it? You can't sleep 8 hours a day and expect to be rich. Let me break it down for you. The average millionaire wakes up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. every single day. You know why? Because success starts before the sun comes up. Broke people sleep like they rich. Rich people grind like they broke. Every extra hour you sleep, somebody out there is using that same hour to build their dream. If you're waking up at 10 a.m. every day, you're already 5 hours behind the people out here getting to the bag. Steve Harvey said it best. Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. Your dreams are not going to wait for you to wake up. The earlier you rise, the faster you climb. Start setting your alarm clock earlier. Use those morning hours to learn a new skill, work on your side hustle, hit the gym, plan your day. Success ain't about luck, it's about discipline. If you're broke, start by beating the sun up. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. If you're always surrounded by broke people, guess what you're gonna be? Broke. Broke people sit around talking about the latest gossip, the government, or how life ain't fair. Rich people sit around talking about business ideas, investments, and how to level up. If you're serious about changing your life, you got to change your circle. Start hanging around people who are doing better than you. Find mentors, go to seminars, watch interviews of successful people. Surround yourself with winners because their mindset will rub off on you. Your environment is shaping your future every single day. If the people around you ain't talking about growth, success, or building something, it's time to find a new circle. You can't fly like an eagle if you're hanging around pigeons. Listen to me, if you're broke right now, that's your fault. But that's the best news you'll ever hear. Because if it's your fault, that means you got the power to change it. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. You don't need more handouts. You don't need more excuses. You need to get up, look in the mirror, and tell yourself, I'm done being broke. God already gave you everything you need to win, but he ain't going to do the work for you. You want to change your life? Stop blaming. Stop waiting. Start working. The struggle ain't going to break you. It's going to build you. But only if you stop crying and start grinding. Broke is a mindset. Success is a mindset. Nobody cares. Work harder